not glued to Hashem, it says, are you insane? What do you mean? How could you be happy about breaking bones? How could you be happy about how could you be happy about not being, the richest man in the world? How can you not be happy about anything that's missing? And that's the problem. When a person is not glued to Hashem, they simply put themselves in a state of suffering by choice. And that's why when I told you, if you look closely at most people are suffering. How much they're suffering depends on how much they lack belief in Hashem. And generally speaking, when you start seeing people, you see that their degrees of suffering never stays the same. Where it starts one way, there's a broken bone, there's a flat tire, there's a lost job, there's a lost money, there's all types of horrors that happen in the world. And you see that little by little, the suffering increases and gets worse and worse and worse. Once in a while it seems like it takes a break, but then it catches up as if the break never existed. And unless the person changes their behavior, that suffering just simply continues to flourish in their life and literally be like a black cloud among their life. Their marriage exists, but only out of convenience. Their parenthood exists only because they already had them. Their job is there, but only because they need to make a living. Whatever they have, it's simply just there. And many times people live such a life where every day is just, an opportunity to consume as much time in order to pass the day and survive it, just to see the same or worse tomorrow. And you see many times the lives of many people are horrible. And actually the Ramchal says that most of a person's life is not going to be the joy and happiness. You're going to have places of joy, the joy of having a child or getting married, benefiting in some way or another, profiting in some way or another. Sure, those things exist. But without Torah, there is simply no happiness. And all of the things that a person gets joy from are generally temporary. Therefore, most of their life is simply suffering. When a person does not know the source of all good, when a person does not know how to appreciate good, what ends up happening is that they literally live a life of suffering. And they don't really understand why, but they hope for better times that generally never come unless they change themselves.